Pleasant morning to all. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Lord Almighty for shower His blessings upon us throughout the program. Welcome every morning with a smile. Look on the new day as another special gift from your Creator. Another golden opportunity to complete what you were unable to finish yesterday. I am extremely privileged to have the opportunity to address you at this important moment. It's always an honor to be able to motivate young minds. Today's youngsters are the future of our state and our country. Myself, Lieutenant Dr. L. Merlin Diana, working as a assistant professor cum associate NCC officer, Jayaraj Annapakyam College for Women, Autonomous, Periyakulam, Theni district. It's my honor, more than a pleasure, to welcome the honorable pillars of JAC, the most Reverend Dr. Sister B.J. Quinsley Jayanti, Mother Superior and Secretary, and Reverend Dr. Sister S. J. Surani, Principal, on this auspicious day. They have motivated me, guided me, and encouraged me a lot to conduct this national level workshop in a fruitful one. Thank you, dear sister. At this juncture, I would like to welcome the distinguished and respectful officer, Colonel Bibul Chandranath, officer commanding 2 Tamil Nadu Girls Battalion NCC, Madurai, for this national workshop on NCC and overview. On behalf of one and all present here, let me please extend a warm welcome to the resource persons, officers from other battalions, my dear cadets, to this workshop. The resource persons are Lieutenant Dr. A. Edward Samuel, Associate NCC Officer, Government Arts College, Kumbakonam; Lieutenant Dr. R. Kalayarasi, Associate NCC Officer, Arulmigu Palani Andava Arts and Science College, Palani; Lieutenant Dr. J. Prince, Associate NCC Officer, the American College, Madurai; Major S. Edwin Gladson, Associate NCC Officer, St. Xavier's Catholic College of Engineering, Nagargoil; Lieutenant Dr. L. Merlin Diana, Associate NCC Officer, Jayaraj Annapakyam College for Women, Autonomous, Periyakulam. I would like to express my warm welcome to all of you from different parts of the India for your active participation throughout this national level workshop. The workshop has been divided into 2 segments like course videos and assessments. I am sure that you all will feel enriched with knowledge after completion of this workshop. I request all for your kind cooperation throughout the workshop and making it in a grand success. We are delighted to have you here, and I hope you will have a stimulating and productive workshop over the next 5 days. This is the program schedule. The topic of the first day is Organization and Structure of NCC. The resource person is Lieutenant Dr. A. Edward Samuel. Day 2, the topic is History of Indian Military. Resource person is Lieutenant Dr. R. Kalayarasi. Day 3, topic is Role of NCC Cadets in Disaster Management. Resource person is Lieutenant Dr. J. Prince. Day 4, the topic is First Aid Basics for NCC Cadets. Resource person is Major S. Edwin Gladson. Final day, the topic is Career Counseling and Interview Skills in NCC. Resource person is Lieutenant Dr. L. Merlin Diana. Thank you, participants. Let me invite the pillars of JAC to felicitate the program. Thank you.
Happiness lies in the joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort. A very pleasant morning to all of you. Respected officers, resource persons, enthusiastic participants, and my dear cadets, warm greetings to you all. On behalf of 2 Tamil Nadu Girls Battalion NCC of Jayaraj Annapakyam College for Women, Autonomous, Periyakulam, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to participate in national level a 5-day online workshop on NCC, an overview from 8/6/2020 to 12/6/2020. The National Cadet Groups is the youth wing and tri-services organization comprising the Army, Navy and Air Wing, engaged in grooming the youth of the country into the disciplined and patriotic citizens. The NCC in India is a voluntary organization which recruits the cadets from schools, colleges and universities to nurture youngsters with enhanced qualities. The officers and cadets have no liability for active military services once they complete their course. Digital India has provided an opportunity for the participants to make use of this lockdown in meaningful and useful way. May this workshop be helpful to promote your interest to serve the nation through any of the armed forces of our country. Wish you all the very best and God bless you, dear. God bless you all. Happy learning. All the best for your future endeavors. Thank you. God bless you, dears.
A very pleasant morning to you all. With much pleasure, I welcome Colonel Bibul Chandranath, Officer Commanding, for encouraging us to conduct this 5-day workshop on NCC and overview. I welcome all the resource persons, Lieutenant Dr. Edwin Samuel, Associate NCC Officer, Government Arts College, Kumbakonam, Lieutenant Dr. Kalayarasu, Associate NCC Officer, Arulmigu Palaniyandavar College, Palani, Lieutenant Dr. Prince, Associate NCC Officer, the American College, Madurai, Major Edwin Gladson, Associate NCC Officer, St. Xavier's Catholic College of Engineering, Nagarkoil, and Lieutenant Dr. Merlin Diana, Associate NCC Officer, Jayaraj Anabakyam College, Periyakulam, to be the resource person and to lead the workshop. Dear participants, I welcome you also. You should realize the significance of NCC and the importance of being a NCC cadet. NCC provides ample opportunities to improve your all-round personality. So many training programs are given to you to improve your skills and talents. So these are all very helpful to have a good interpersonal and intrapersonal relationship. Through shooting, you can improve your concentration power. March fast helps you to have a sound health. In a nutshell, NCC provides ample job opportunities. Dear participants, make use of this 5-day workshop and equip yourself, improve yourself and enrich yourself and to be a good citizen with the help of this workshop. I hope this workshop will help you to improve your life. Wish you all the best. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, dear sisters. Dear participants, please go through the full videos and do the daily assessments. Post your all suggestions in the chat box. Now, let me invite the most eminent and vibrant personality, Lieutenant Dr. A. Edward Samuel, to take over the session.
Warm greetings to all. I am Lieutenant Dr. A. Edward Samuel, Associate NCC Officer, 1 Company, 8th Tamil Nadu Battalion, NCC. Before I start my session, I like to thank the organizer for inviting me as a resource person for this 5 days workshop. Today, my topic is Organization and structure of NCC. Introduction of NCC. During First World War, British created the University Corps with an aim for second line of defense and also to have large pool of trained youth available for employment into the armed force. NCC in India was raised before independence mainly with an aim to groom the youth and channelize their energy towards nation building by making them responsible citizens. The present day NCC came into existence on 16th April 1948 through 31st Act of Parliament. NCC was formally inaugurated on 15th July 1948. The Girls Division was raised in July 1949. On 1st April 1950, Air Wing was raised with one air squadron at each Bombay and Kolkata. The Naval Wing of the NCC was raised in July 1952. Today, the NCC has enrolled strength of more than 13 lakhs cadets, and it basically of two divisions of all the three services: the senior division or senior wing for boys, girls from colleges, and the junior division or junior wing for boys or girls from schools. The motto of NCC is unity and discipline. NCC flag. NCC is an inter-service organization. Therefore, its flag is divided into three equal straight strips. In this, red strip on the right side, in the middle, navy blue strip, on the left, it's sky blue colored strip. Red represents Army, navy blue represents Navy, sky blue represents Air Force. In the middle of the flag, there is a circle made up of 17 petals, which represents 17 directorates. And in this circle, the words NCC are written. On the bottom of the circle, the motto of NCC, Ekta Aur Anushashan, is written in Hindi. On the top, there are two dots which represents two training academy for men and women. DG's four cardinals of discipline: obey with a smile, be punctual, work hard and without fuss, make no excuse and tell no lies. Ministry of Defense. Two force comes under Ministry of Defense: Paramilitary Force and Indian Armed Force. Paramilitary Force, there are three types of force: Assam Rifles, Indian Coastal Guard and Special Front Force. Indian Armed Force, Army, Navy, Air Force. Ministry of Home Affairs. Central Armed Police Force comes under Ministry of Home Affairs. Under this, CRPF, BSF, ITBP, CISF, SSB. CRPF, Central Reserve Police Force, is used to counter insurgency. Border Security Force, BSF, to guard the borders. ITBP Indo-Tibetan Border Police deployed India borders with Tibet. Central Industrial Security Force CISF services industrial units. Last, Shastra Seema Bal SSB prevents cross-border crime and smuggling. Aims of the NCC. The aims of NCC are mainly to develop the following qualities, such as development of character, comradeship, discipline, secular outlook, spirit of adventure, sportsmanship, ideals of selfless service among the youth of the country. To create a human resource of organized, trained, and motivated youth to provide leadership in all walks of life and always be available for the service of the nation, and also to provide a suitable environment to motivate the youth to take up a career in the armed force. Objectives of the NCC. Reach out to the maximum youths through various institutions. Make NCC as an important part of the society. Teach positive thinking and attitude to the youths. Become a main source of national integration by making NCC as one of the greatest cohesive force of our nation, irrespective of any caste, creed, religion, or region. Mold the youth of the entire country into a united, secular, and disciplined citizens of the nation. Provide an ideal platform for the youth to showcase their potential in nation building. Instill spirit of secularism and united India by organizing national integration camps all over the country. Reach out to the youths of friendly region countries through Youth Exchange Programs YEP. Organization and training. Organization of the NCC. Organization. The NCC is a voluntary organization which is administered through the Ministry of Defense. The Defense Secretary is overall in charge, who is responsible to the Government of India for efficient functioning. At the headquarters level, this organization is headed by an officer of the rank of Lieutenant General, who is responsible for the functioning of the NCC in the country. There are 17 directorates located in the state capitals, headed by an officer of the rank Major General or Brigadier or equivalent from the three services. Depending upon the size of the state and growth of NCC in the states, directorates have up to 14 group headquarters through which they control organization in the state. Each group is headed by an officer of the rank of brigadier or colonel or equivalent, known as group commander. Each NCC group headquarters controls 5 to 7 NCC units, battalions, commanded by colonel or lieutenant colonel or equivalent. Each battalion consist of companies which are commanded by the Associate NCC Officers ANO of the rank of Lieutenant, Captain or Major. DGNCC with the rank Lieutenant General, and then 2 additional Director Generals with the rank Major General or equivalent, along with 5 Deputy Director Generals with the rank Brigadier or equivalent. Under this, 17 state directorates. On that, Army 12, Navy 2, Air Force 3, and then OTA Gwalior and OTA Kamptee. Once again, 17 state directorates. Under the 17 state directorates, 95 group headquarters, out of which Army 85, Navy 4 and Air Force 6. Under this, there are 788 units, of its Navy 60, Air Force 61 and Army 667. NCC staff. NCC is staffed by regular officers drawn from the 3 services: whole-time lady officers, associate NCC officers, girl cadet instructors, permanent instructional staff, civilian gliding instructors, and civilian staff. Training in NCC. Importance of training. Good and structured training is an essential part of any organization. Training activities of NCC can be classified as institutional training, camp training, attached training, naval wing activities, air wing activities, remount and veterinary activities. Now, types of camps. Annual training camps ATC. These are held within the state under the respective NCC directorates and are of 12 days duration for senior boys or girls and 10 days for junior boys or girls. Number 2, centrally organized camps COC includes leadership camps, basic and advanced, Thal Sainik camp, Vayu Sainik camp, New Sainik camp, rock climbing camp, national integration camps, RDC and PM's rally. Next, adventure training and sports. Camp includes mountaineering, sailing, trekking, Valley of Fall Flowers expedition, cycle expedition, desert safari, shooting and show jumping activities. Next, Youth Exchange Program YEP. The selected cadets are sent to friendly foreign countries for a 10-day visit. NCC directorates in India. There are 17 NCC directorates are functioning. Our battalions comes under Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Directorate headquarters at Chennai. Each battalion consists of companies which are commanded by the associate NCC officers. Training of NCC cadets divided into 3 divisions. Senior divisions SD, age group of 15 to 26 years. Junior division, age group of 13 to 16 and a half years. Girls division SW, age group of 15 to 26 years. NCC Directorate, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry and Andaman Nicobar. Today, The directorate consists of 6 groups, 2 of which are located at Chennai and 1 each at Madurai, Trichy, Coimbatore and Pondicherry. To administrator, a total of 58 units, 45 of which are affiliated to Army, 7 to Navy and 6 to Air Force, and 1 Sainik School, Amravati Nagar. Since in the beginning 1948, the rest while NCC Madras Directorate is hosted inside the historical and prestigious Fort St. George complex. Promotion of NCC cadets. In the NCC, students are enrolled as cadets. After this, they are promoted to the following ranks in the NCC. The condition of promotions to various ranks are given below. Lance Corporal. Cadet must have undergo 3 months of training in the NCC. Must have minimum 75 attendance on parade. Should have passed basic test of drill, map reading and field crafts. Next, Corporal CPL. Cadet must have worked for 6 months as LCPL and also must have passed weapon training test. Next, Sergeant SGT. Cadet must have worked at least 6 months as CPL. Should have second year of service in NCC. Under Officer UO must have worked for at least 6 months as Sergeant. Must have passed B certificate examination. Senior Under Officer SUO must have worked at least 6 months as Under Officer. Must have passed B certificate examination. Regarding ranks, already I said, in NCC we have cadets, Lance Corporal, Corporal, Sergeant, Under Officer, Senior Under Officer. Now, for example, take any company of strength 160. So out of 160 cadets, I can separate this as SD 105 and SW 55. It's an example only. Out of 105 SD cadets, maximum we can give only 1 senior under officer rank and 2 under officer and 3 sergeant rank and 6 corporal and 12 lance corporal and remaining as cadets. Regarding 55 SW, there is no senior under officer, 1 under officer, 2 sergeant and 3 corporal and 6 lance corporal remaining as cadets. During the promotion of NCC cadets, very important point, while promoting a cadet, his behavior, leadership quality, attendance on parade, turnout and discipline in camp are given due weightage. Now, regarding our subjects, NCC SD SW syllabus. In our syllabus, we can divide our syllabus into 2 parts: common subjects and specialized subjects. In common subjects, we have drill, weapon training, NCC, national integration and awareness, personality development and leadership, disaster management, social awareness and community development, health and hygiene, adventure training, environment awareness and conservation, obstacle training. These 11 papers comes under common subjects. On specialized subjects, we have armed force, map reading, field craft and battlecraft, introduction to infantry weapons and equipment, military history and communication. These 6 papers comes under specialized subjects. Now we'll go for eligible conditions to appear in B certificate examination first. For B certificate examination, cadet has to undergo 2 years training in senior division NCC. Not only that, minimum of attendance, 75% of attendance is must. And third one, must have attended 1 annual training camp or equivalent. Regarding C certificate examination, must have in position of B certificate first, and then minimum 75% of attendance, must have attended 2 annual training camp or equivalent. As well as very important regarding result analysis, a cadet has to obtain 45% marks in each paper. Actually, paper means we have 4 papers. Examination is like that. We have 4 papers. Paper 1 drill, and paper 2 is weapon training, and paper 3 is miscellaneous. In miscellaneous, we have NCC, National Integration and Awareness, Personality Development and Leadership, Disaster Management, Social Awareness and Community Development, Health and Hygiene, Adventure Training, Environment Awareness and Conservation, Obstacle Trainings. All this comes under paper 3 miscellaneous. And paper 4 is nothing but specialized subjects: armed forces, map reading, field craft and battlecraft, introduction to infantry weapons and equipment, military history and communications. So in each and every paper, so totally I said 4 papers, so each and every paper regarding theory as well as practical, subject wise 45%, and not only that, to get pass on overall aggregate we supposed to get 50% marks. Regarding grading A, cadet obtaining 75% marks or above. Grading B, cadets obtaining 60% marks and above but below 75%. Grading C, cadets obtaining 50% marks and above but below 60%. Failed cadets obtaining less than 45% in any paper or less than 50% of the aggregate. Regarding B certificate examination, subject, drill, weapon training, miscellaneous, special subjects, written examination as well as practical. For drill, 30 for written and 60 for practical, so total is 90. Paper 2 weapon training, written 35, practical 25, total 60. Paper 3 miscellaneous, written 200, there is no practical, so total 200. Paper 4 special subjects, written 110, practical 40, so total 150. Overall total written examination 375, practical 125, total 500. So in regarding practicals, map reading 15 marks for practicals from map reading, 15 marks from field craft and battlecraft. Communication we have 10 marks. C certificate examination, paper 1 subject drill, written 25, practical 40, total 65. But we know in B certificate examination, paper 1 drill, written 30, practical 60, total 90 there. But here written 25, practical 40. Paper 2 weapon training, written 30, practical 20, total 50. Paper 3 miscellaneous, written 235, no practicals, total 235. Paper 4 special subjects, written 110, practical 40, total 150. So overall total, written 400, practical 100, so total 500. Regarding practical, map reading for C-certificate examinations 20, field craft battlecraft 20. Incentives to cadets. Incentives by the center government. Concession in employment. For C-certificate holders, specific vacancies in the Army, Air Force and Navy are reserved for NCC C-certificate holders. For officers, there is no UPSC written examination. After application, the cadet is called directly for SSB interview, which he has to clear before final selection as per the merit list. The following vacancies are revised by each service as officers. In Army, 64 seats per year at IMA and 100 seats per year at OTA. In Navy, 6 seats per course through Naval SSB. Air Force, 10% vacancies in all course through Air Force SSB. 5 to 10% bonus marks are for recruitment in ranks in Army, Navy and Air Force. Bonus marks for employment in paramilitary force and Department of Telecommunication. Can apply for gazetted post in CRPF if 3rd division degree held by the cadet. Preference in state services and also in private sectors. Employment within NCC has whole-time lady officers, girl cadet instructors, aero and ship modeling instructor. Financial assistance. Financial assistance and relief to cadets is provided by Cadet Welfare Society CWS in case of any injury to the cadet during NCC related activities. The details of the financial assistance are, for example, if you take NCC activities, high risk, death case 4 lakhs, permanent disability up to 4 lakhs, temporary disability up to 1.75 lakhs. Other activities, death case 3.5 lakhs, permanent disability up to 3.5 lakhs, temporary disability up to 1.75 lakhs. Other benefits provided by the CWS are scholarship to academically brilliant students. Number 2, grant of Best Cadet Award of rupees 3,500 and second Best Cadet Award of rupees 2,500 at each group level. Third, conduct sports and adventure activities. Then scholarship. Cadet Welfare Society CWS awards scholarship of rupees 6,000 per cadet for 1,000 NCC cadets every year. Then Sahara Scholarship. Sahara gives rupees 30,000 for professional and other categories and rupees 12,000 for SD or SW. Incentives by state governments. State-wise incentives given to NCC cadets differs. Tamil Nadu and Andaman Nicobar. Employment benefits. Consideration by Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission in civil service exams. Out of 12 marks for the oral test in the BT and PG assistant recruitment appointment in Tamil Nadu. Half mark is awarded for NCC activities. Tamil Nadu and Andaman Nicobar. Admission in educational institutions. One seat reserved in undergraduate course in each college and one seat in any postgraduate course and polytechnic where NCC scheme is available. Thank you. Jai Hind.